Well, we got some stuff from Mick Tuning. The one on this side, 12 gang switch panel. For those that don't know what that is, that's a switch panel to run all these different lights and accessories and stuff. So I did not pay for this. They sent it to me to review, to unbox, and show an install video. So that's what we're doing, right? Now, the box kind of fell apart, so I hope this ain't too bright. It looks awful bright to me in the little viewfinder, but anyway, move some of this stuff over out of my way, I guess. Box kind of just fell apart, which is a good thing. I guess it was in that other box, right? All right. First up, we got some stickers. Now, this sticker is, I don't know where this sticker's at. I guess it's on the back of my truck, my back window. And then, of course, you can see the sticker there and the sticker over there on those boxes, along with Boost Auto stickers. Now, it comes with these. These are button stickers, so you can name your buttons. There's 2 of them. Name your buttons, whatever you want to name it, right? There's that. Now here is the switch panel. Mick Tuning. Oh, that's where the sticker went, right there. I put it on the back. There you go. And you see these clear buttons? They won't be clear once you put these on there. It'll say what the switch operates, right? And it's wireless. Check that out. I don't know if I'm going to put the antenna stuck to the outside of my truck anywhere, or find somewhere under the hood to stick it. It's magnet, I think. Anyway, we'll get to that in a minute. Come with some wires, pretty heavy duty wires too. That's cool. Of course, obviously, I don't know if you can see that, but it's hot and ground. Came with a circuit breaker, so that's pretty cool. Wire comes from your battery to here, and then from here to your unit control box. This is a little bracket that you can mount wherever you want to mount it to sit your control panel in, or switch panel. And it comes with brackets to mount that wherever you want it to. In fact, it comes with quite a few brackets depending on how you want to mount it. And they're not all for that. Some of them, a couple of the brackets are probably for the actual control unit. But there's one bracket, 2 bracket, 3 bracket. That's actually kind of cool. The wire harness. I'm assuming this goes with this little fuse tap. You put it here. Ain't really sure what that's for yet, because I'm not going to use a fuse tap to power this. I'm going to go straight to the battery. Come with some mounting hardware. The antenna. And USB to USB-C, looks like, to charge the handheld unit. This piece. And this is pretty cool. Pretty sturdy feeling. Here is 2 more brackets. Don't know which ones of them I'll use. It even came with a handy dandy little screwdriver. That's pretty cool. And it also came with some tie straps. Now, to show you what I was talking about with the box, it was all broke apart in the other box, if you know what I'm saying. So hopefully everything's here. I don't really know if it is or not, to be honest with you. But we don't need the box anyway, right? Let's get into it. Okay, well, I forgot to show you the actual unit, control unit. There's the specs on it. If you want to see it any longer, then pause the video. This is pretty awesome. I'm assuming that rattling around in there is the antenna. Box comes off, you just push that, then the cover comes off, comes with some extra fuses. Actually, that's probably what's rattling around is the extra fuses. But it does have the antenna wire in here rattling around too. And here is the actual unit. Power wire hooks here, ground wire hooks up here. Fuses, here's where you hook them at. 6 on this side, 6 on this side. Different amperage ratings. 30, 20, 15, and 10. Now let's get into it. All right, I'm just stripping the wires. All I'm doing is tying the wire from this hood light and that hood light together. So I cut some extra length. Got to twist them all together. And then I'm going to hook them right here in the number 2 spot on this switch panel. So let me get that done. All right, I got everything all wired up. As you can see, I had to modify this to have the wires come out the side instead of over here because that red wire wasn't long enough. But I got everything tidied up. Now let's go inside and look at the control panel or the switch box. All right, as you can see, I got the little mount that holds it mounted to the dash. Yeah, I figured, oh well, put 2 screw holes in it. I already drilled a hole in it right there, so big deal. That way that holds it out of the way. That's cool. I still haven't labeled them yet. So let's go show you how the lights work. Well, hopefully you can see this because it's really bright outside, but there's the dash lights, and no, one's not brighter than the other. It's just the angle, see? Not the dash lights, the grill lights. And up there is the ditch lights or hood lights, whatever you want to call them. See it go off. Come over here to this side. See it come on. Okay, I got it set. I'm going to show you the different modes on this switch here. This is for the grill lights. Now, if you'll swing over and look at the grill lights, this is on momentary mode. You hear the click. Okay. All right, now we have it in flash mode. We're only doing the grill lights still, so I don't know if you can see the panel and the lights. See, that's flash mode. Okay, now we have it set to strobe mode, and you can set all the lights, all these buttons to do this. So, but we're just doing the grill lights. So that is freaking awesome. I wouldn't suggest doing that going down the road, but you know. Okay, now I got it back to the lights being on all the time. Okay, I want to say once again, I did not pay for this switch panel. Mick Tuning sent it to me. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. This is awesome right here. I still got to put the labels on here to label what the buttons are, but I got to install some more stuff. So anyway, hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.